Hi everyone, I really appreciate your continued support. If you wouldn't mind helping me out by subscribing to the channel, dropping a like and a comment, and sharing the video if you enjoyed, I really appreciate that. Thank you and enjoy the episode.
Welcome everyone to Backpacking Stories.
Episode 33. I'm back today with Penelope.
I'm gonna start charging for next episode. Depending on what the people say, the fans.
You have some new fans for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And this time we are under a blanket, not under the stars, but...
Sadly, because it's 9 degrees out there and raining.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a little one joining today.
Oh no.
Oh no?
So she doesn't knock down the light.
Imagine. First was down the light, the second one, the lamp. No, the camera.
The camera?
Uh-huh.
The slow motion video.
No. It's not a slow motion, no?
It's not in slow motion. We listened to it, so it's definitely not in slow
Okay.
motion. So yeah, today we're going to talk a bit more about your story, maybe the things that you talked about the first time around.
The things that were cut off.
Yes. Is she coming?
She has some pending matters out there.
Important business outside.
Uh-huh.
Oh. No. No. So, is the music still on?
It was on.
No, it's not.
Maybe she's not happy because she was kicked out.
You're not kicked out?
She was so comfy, sleep with you already. And out of nowhere she had no place.
If I do this?
Maybe.
She wants me to move my leg.
She wants under.
Okay.
Uh-huh. She will be there but under. New friend.
Hello. Hola.
Uh-huh. Oh, look at you. My own pet. Exchange me. Very nice. I don't know if she's visible. Maybe. It is something dark, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, so where are you from?
Yeah. I forgot. From Guadalajara, Mexico.
And don't they say in Guadalajara they have something about the eyes?
Yes. It's like in my mind I'm looking back for the summary of the conversation. So
You don't have to do that, no. I don't want to repeat everything we talked about. It was a good conversation, but I never want to repeat a conversation, you know?
Like, that's good because I was starting to get stressed. Thinking, where's my script? I lost it.
But I printed a new one off for you.
Yeah. I was getting stressed. Yes. The legend.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever it's called. I don't know what it is. It's how do they call it? People tale.
An old wives' tale.
Old wives.
Yeah.
Okay.
We say an old wives' tale.
An old wives' tale.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Is that. And they say that.
What do they say?
That people from Guadalajara
Mm-hmm.
have ojito tapatio, meaning, I don't know the actual meaning of the word,
Mm-hmm.
but nice eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Very, that's what they say. Vivid eyes, if that makes sense.
Like vibrant.
Yeah, but that you can almost speak with them. Very emotional showers, let's say.
Mm. Maybe, yeah. I don't know what word you would use in English. But I would describe your eyes as elusive.
What is that?
Elusive, like... Yeah, like you can kind of see a show from them, you know?
And what's the meaning of that?
Elusivo.
Like a fake policeman.
What?
What is
A
it?
fake policeman.
Yeah, like he's there just pretending so you don't go that way.
No, that's like he would be alluding to it.
Uh-huh. Not similar.
No. Maybe it's.
You see where the problem is? I don't understand. No, it's fine. I'm gonna put pin in that word and Google it after.
Okay.
Elusivo. Mm-hmm.
Illusivo.
Like illusions
Yeah, kind of.
or like illustrations.
Yeah, or could be like illustrations, yeah.
I'm getting warm, hot. It's getting to somewhere.
Yeah, so how long have you been here in Canada?
In Canada, first time I came it was May 2018.
Wow, you just have you completed your 7 years recently?
Yeah.
Which was the date?
May 31st.
Ah, okay.
It's coming.
It's coming,
What?
yeah. And you're gonna be over there in Vancouver.
The whole cycle repeats.
Yeah. But you're not gonna stay there.
No. Mm-mm. I didn't think about it that way.
Mm.
Just like that in life.
So you're gonna have a big party this weekend, next weekend?
Yeah.
7 years.
7. 7 is a lucky number, no, or bad luck.
You said 7's a lucky number for you, no?
6.
6.
But 7 could be like when you break a mirror, how many years of bad luck?
7 years of bad luck.
You
yeah.
see?
Do you believe in that?
Mm.
Are you superstitious?
No, but I don't want to say I'm not because maybe then is when it gets me. You know?
Do you think it's waiting for you to get complacent?
Yeah, like when people say something bad and they say, no, go wood.
Touch wood, yeah.
But I don't believe that does anything, but I do it too. Just in case.
Por si las moscas.
Por si las moscas. But those things about dropping salt in your shoulders, walking under the stairs, that seems to me more like a self-inflicted.
Walking under a ladder.
Yeah.
What do you say walking under the stairs?
Yeah. The black cat.
Do you have any specific superstitions from Guadalajara?
They have, I don't know if it's in Guadalajara only or Mexico, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know the black butterflies, the big ones, no? There is big black butterflies. They're not nice. And out of nowhere, they just show up in the corner. That doesn't happen in England?
Are you talking about moths?
Maybe. Horrible things like...
Maybe moths, yeah.
And they are just there standing in the corner.
Mm.
Yeah, so if that thing is standing in the corner of your house, someone's gonna die.
Someone's gonna die.
Uh-huh. Someone in your family. But it's suspicious because they don't tell you how close of the family.
Has this happened to you before?
The thing standing there?
Yeah. And did someone die?
I don't know, I don't remember. But it can be your great uncle.
Yeah.
Things
Like
like
someone
that.
in your family.
Someone in your family.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they are horrible things, that is for sure. Yeah, like... And you don't want to make them move.
Why? Don't you want to get them out of the corner?
Yeah, but you don't want them to fly and land on you or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, I don't like that.
So, how did you first get to Vancouver?
My friend was saying that we should go.
Mm.
It was super annoying that we should go. And he had another friend from university. And they were 2 guys. So those 2, my good friend and his friend.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, let's go. And I didn't think I was gonna go. I didn't think my parents were gonna let me. I was very depressed back then.
Mm-hmm.
And when I told my dad and I told my friend, call me and you'll see my dad will never let me go just with 2 men. My dad said, yeah. Yeah, they wanted me out.
They wanted you out.
They wanted me out to recover.
And now they want you back.
Now they want me back. No. And that's what I was telling my mom the other day when she was like, when are you coming back? I left and now I have to spend every free time and every extra money to go back. By now, I could have been to China 3 times. With all the money I wasted going back there.
You want to go to China?
Yes.
What do you want to do in China?
I went to see the fake brands.
The what?
The market of the fake brands.
Ah, okay.
The forgery.
Do you watch that guy on YouTube who always does like the negotiate thing?
No?
No, you've never seen him? No.
What does he do?
I don't even know if I remember his name. Let me see if I can...
What's his business?
No, he goes around the markets in China and Vietnam and stuff. But I don't know if I can remember his...
To buy the...
Yeah, he just goes around buying loads of fake products.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I think it would be exciting.
But there's so much material stuff. What are you gonna do with it all?
Sell it again.
Sell it again?
Yeah, but just the experience. And to see the structures, the weird things they have. There's many houses of a lot of people in the same building. To collect some feelings, some emotions. Eat some bad food.
Some bad food.
I think it would be too real.
Don't you want to eat the good food?
The bad one too. Like I've been to some Chinese restaurants and I know they are too authentic because the food is too real.
Too authentic.
Like chicken hands.
Chicken hands in Vancouver.
Yeah. And when I see the photos in the menu, too real for me. I want the fake Chinese.
You want the fake Chinese?
Like Panda Express.
But if you go to China, you're not gonna have Panda Express.
No, I'm gonna have the chicken hands and the...
And you want to have that, kind of.
Kind of. It's more like I must.
So no more veggie then?
No.
No more veggie life?
When I'm there, I'm eating what they eat.
I used to feel that way, but no, now I don't feel like it's necessary.
No?
No. Also, I don't want to eat those things.
No, me neither.
No. Then why do you want to do it?
I'm already there.
Yeah, but they have so much good vegan food as well.
It's true.
This is a little bit of context. After we recorded the last episode, we had a conversation about this, where I asked you, because you told me that you love animals, and I asked you, why do you still eat them then?
Yeah. I'm asking again?
Huh?
You're asking me again?
Well, now you might have a different answer.
Yeah,
And
because I
happened?
tried a week.
Yeah.
I tried one vegan or vegetarian, whatever concept is, meat-free. The effort was done, but the tricks were also done.
The trick.
Yeah, like the meatballs with the... What's the name? The star thing, the star thing.
Anise.
Yeah.
Aniseed.
Like why?
I don't know. You have to show me them because I don't know why. How you
I
managed
was
to pick.
doing my effort.
Yeah.
And then it just comes with that, nah. After that, after they tricked me the first time, I did them again. But I boiled them and I shredded them and I took the thing out of it. So much work.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be so much work.
It was tainted anyway, it tasted.
Aniseed. Yeah, but how, other than the meatballs, how was the experience?
Experience was, I needed to plan a lot more. I needed to get new ingredients that I didn't have before. Do research, TikTok research, tofu recipe. And the tofu, I ran out of tofu too fast.
Because it's so good.
Yeah, I liked it. But then I think I didn't know how to plan my week with those things. Because I don't know how much I was gonna eat.
Yeah.
I knew the protein values that I wanted to get, but I didn't know how feeling it would feel.
Yeah.
I tried. And then I ran out of tofu. I just had meatballs with anise seeds. And I already had chicken there.
I have to send you some more recipes.
But I have to plan like a lot.
At the start, maybe a little bit more, but then when you get used to it, it's easy. You know, it's just as easy as like now you think you don't have to plan when you're cooking with meat because you're used to it. When you get used to cooking with veggies or tofu, it's easy.
And my mom was not supportive either, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Don't be eating that. Eat real things.
Eat real things.
Yeah, people didn't like it.
But did you feel a difference, like emotionally, physically, mentally?
I felt lighter at all times. And in the mind, in the spirit, in the pocket. Yes.
Tofu is so cheap.
Tofu is cheap, but everything else that needs to be with it was things that I didn't have. But I think once you get them, you exchange them for other things. Like I could adapt my groceries, and the cheap was better. The prices were better, but it was very difficult for me to do calculations.
Yeah.
I bought the tofu and everything, and I thought I was gonna be good for the week. And normally I order groceries like every 2 weeks, and this one was just 1 week, and I didn't have things.
Yeah. But I think you also, like you told me you managed to eat a block of tofu in one go, which is...
Yeah, I was abusing maybe. Maybe I was overeating. But that's the thing, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
No, it's all an experiment. It's an experiment.
I think I can mix it now.
Yeah.
Mixing it is better than not mixing it. Because
Well,
it
not mixing it is better if it's...
if it's pure.
Yeah.
That's the goal, that's the goal.
But you can get there for sure.
It's transition.
It's a transition period, yeah.
Yes. It was a bit weird too, because when I would go out to do exercise after eating the tofu or the meatballs, I didn't feel full. Not hungry either. But I was a bit concerned. But should I eat more? Or is this enough? Am I eating the right quantities?
Yeah.
Is this how it feels?
It can be, but I think it's just... Yeah, I think it's a case of relearning, you know? You have to learn how your body feels with the new things that you're putting into it. So, but it's good. Congratulations.
For 1 week.
And thank you for listening to me as well. I really appreciate that.
It was good. Mainly when you showed me the price of the blocks.
Tofu is so much cheaper.
It is. But takes a lot of things.
It takes some preparation. But I have a really easy way of cooking it. Where I just slice it up. I cook it in the pan with soy sauce.
And that's it?
And I just make it in a sandwich with some avocado, some mayo, easy peasy.
Avocado.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Or maybe blended,
Blended tofu.
but not the farm, the other one.
Yeah, with silken tofu you can blend it. Or even, less, like medium flame you could, yeah. But for what?
For Mari to mixing things.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Maybe like cottage cheese.
You could. I also like to make scrambled tofu.
And then, like the scrambled eggs?
Yeah, but I just like crumble up the tofu. I cook it with some black salt, it's called. It has the taste of like sofa, so the taste of egg kind of. And I put some nutritional yeast, which is like a cheesy flavor kind of, with some water and some vegetable stock and some turmeric, and it tastes good. It's good, I promise.
It sounds very difficult.
It's easy.
I have 2 eggs there. I can just put them in.
Yeah, but these eggs, this tofu, like no one had to suffer for it, you know?
You know what I don't like? When I suffer with the eggs? When you open them and they have the red thing.
What red thing?
The red thing.
I don't know what you mean,
It's
the
like,
red thing.
I don't know, half formed chicken. I don't know what it is.
How many times has that happened to you?
Maybe 10 in my life.
10 times you've opened and there's been like
There is no fetus or anything.
Ah,
No.
okay.
No. It's just, it looks like veins. It is red.
Okay, I thought you meant you've opened 10 eggs in your life and
No.
seen a fetus.
Imagine.
You would have gone vegan a long time ago.
Yeah, no, the very first time that happens to me. No, 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 no.
I don't think I'm familiar with what you're talking about anyway, but...
The veins.
I don't know.
Nah, next time that it comes out in the egg, I'll take a photo for you.
Okay.
It's super disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see a photo of it, to be honest, but...
In the joke, like... Red. Looks
Red
bloody.
eggs. No, I don't know what you're talking about. So going back, so easily distracted. So you arrived with your two friends to Vancouver to study.
No.
You didn't study.
After. At the beginning, it was gonna be just tourist. And I had a flight 15 days and I was gonna go back to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sure I'm not gonna like it. I'm just gonna go there so nobody annoys me and come back and be depressed.
So nobody annoys you.
And then they let me rot when I come back. And then I didn't want to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it. It was summer also.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so nice, it felt very free, it felt good.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a smell. It could be the trees.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very specific smell. And I liked it.
Yeah.
It was good. And then...
So you did just stay 15 days to study?
No, I stayed 6 months. What was gonna be 15 days ended up being 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice, it was so nice. But then I had to go back to Mexico to finish university.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back and I was counting the days to go back to Vancouver. And I went back again as tourist
Mm-hmm.
because we were promised that they were gonna help us. We met a couple that my friend was painting with him and I was working with her. She was accountant. So it was good and they said they wanted to sponsor us. And they had grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted me to be the nanny and blah blah blah. Turned out it was a lie.
It was a lie?
Yeah. We left after we finished school, university, the very next day. We were in a plane. And when we arrived, we're like, so when are we gonna start this process? And they're like, oh, we are working on it, we're working on it. And then me and my friend, we started seeing, we did some research on Google. And we saw that they couldn't ask to bring anyone. If you were already in the country, you had to be out. They were not doing anything. And we kind of asked them, hey, what happened? And then they changed the whole thing. Yeah, we want to help you, but just you. We don't want to help him. And you're going to be living with my daughter, like 2 hours away. No.
Mm-hmm.
We said no. And then we had to stay like that again 6 months. And then I wanted to have insurance. I wanted to have access to the doctors because it was very risky.
Yeah.
And I was concerned and I was very frustrated too because I didn't feel like I had any securities.
Mm-hmm.
And once the status of visitor was gone, that was it. And no, I didn't like it. And I wanted to have rights. So my parents came to Vancouver
Mm-hmm.
because I told them I'm not going back and I'm staying somehow. They got a bit concerned. They're like, okay, so they went to see me to see what was that about.
Were you able to stay 1 year maximum as a tourist?
But 6 months you have to leave.
Ah, okay. And this was right at the end of your 6 months, or you'd already passed the 6 months?
So the next time I went there back there in January. Oh, at the end.
Right at the end.
In the last month because I was there January 31st and my parents went to see me the first week of July. And I had to leave July 30 or 31st.
Okay. And then?
So they came to see me, they're like, we like it, we don't understand the routine, would you do what you want? And my parents said if you're gonna do it, you have to do it right. So So we went to immigration consultant. They're supportive. Now that I think about it. We went to the immigration consultant in person. We asked them what was the option, blah, blah, blah. They told me that I could go to school, and the prices, how to do it. And then they said they were gonna help me. So they helped me. And I went back to Mexico on the last day of the month, before the thing ran out. And my parents were like, I had to stay in Mexico for a month and a half, and then my student permit was approved. And then it was good. I came back.
You still weren't speaking any English at this point.
At that point, I was speaking good. I was having many issues. Like, for example, is the time that I had to ask my friend that she spoke Spanish, what does it mean when someone tells me, what's wrong with you? Because I get angry and I feel like, what's wrong with you? Because I was feeling like, ¿qué está mal contigo? Like I'm weird or something is not right.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? And I will get very defensive.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, it's not that way. He's like, are you okay? And I'm like, just fucking say it like that. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I feel like that's a very West Coast way of saying things because I don't think you'd really hear that over here. You in the UK, we wouldn't really ask like, what's wrong with you. That does sound has a bit of an aggressive tone for us as well.
If you see someone upset,
are you okay?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
What's wrong with you?
Why would you jump to the negative?
I felt very bad, and I was having many issues like that. Many. Some people, the friends of my ex-boyfriend, they will laugh at me because when I was cooking, I will tell them, they will ask me, oh, where are you cooking? And I'll tell them chicken chest. And they just laugh and I'm like, I don't understand why. And after they told me it was called breast. And they was, why you put a new name to the chicken chest?
The chicken chest.
And many things like that.
Yeah.
Many. And I was translating things like actual translation. Like we were going out and I will tell them, peel your eyeballs. And they would be like, what the fuck is that? Pela el ojo. No. And many. So I was struggling back then. And then what happened? Then I had immigration problems.
Why?
After 1 month when I was super happy.
Why?
Because the immigration people that did my application did it wrong. And then my student permit was in risk. And then I had to pay a lawyer. A lot of money.
Money.
Yes.
Immigration is a big scam.
It was super stressful. I thought I was being kicked out, but I made it. And then I was in university, and there is where I learned English. Because I had to do practice and everything. I studied English for the first 6 months.
Yeah. What did you study back in Mexico and what did you study in Vancouver?
I studied in Mexico dentistry.
You studied dentistry?
Yeah, I never told you.
No. This is the thing, like we don't talk about these things.
No.
You know? Because they're not...
Actual.
Yeah, they're not current events or relevant. You studied dentistry.
Yeah.
Could you practice?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
But I didn't want to be there.
Okay. Why did you study it?
I like it.
Oh, you do like it?
Because when I was 11, I think, and normally I wouldn't share this, but I don't care anymore. It doesn't affect me. When I was 11 or 10, you know Ronaldinho, the football person,
Yeah.
but you know his face.
No.
No?
I don't think so, no.
It's important for the story.
Okay.
In fact, it's essential.
It's essential.
A ver. Maybe the people that are watching, they know. This is the man.
Yeah.
So before, I had braces. And before I had them on, people would call me Ronaldinho.
Why?
Because I had 2 extra teeth, so it will look.
Do you have a photo?
No, of course I do not. I deleted all evidence. Yeah.
Deleted all evidence.
They were bullying me in the school.
Yeah.
And it was okay, like I could deal with that because before they would bully me for my name too. My mom had a great idea. And all this in the primary school, like.
Can you explain to the people who don't speak Spanish why?
Hi, people never called your daughter's Penelope. So if you cut it, the first part, it will be Penelope, which means thick. And for the kids, it was wow. A great amount of fun. And for me, it was shame, embarrassment. Because you are 7 years old, people are just finding out what's what. And I'm the one called Dick. And my name was so long, I couldn't even write it correctly. No, it was bad. But that bothered me maybe 2 years. And then it was no news to me. I moved a lot of schools because of my brother. So every new school is a new batch of people. And the joke starts all over again. So after 3 or 4 times, I will, in the school, you rise up and say your name and blah, blah, blah. Present yourself to the others. So when I had to do that, I would say, Penelope, yeah, you can call me this, yeah, you can call me this, you can call me this, and this. Like, it's gonna be funny for you, I'm used to it.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
So, I imagine it made you grow up a lot as well, because it's like, you're idiots, like, this is my name, this is my life, I have to deal with this.
Every time.
Yeah.
So that stopped bothering me. People will call me that and it's okay, like I embraced it now.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything else. And that was fine, but then when I started changing my teeth, and I look like this, people started to call me names, and Ronaldinho, and Money Face, things like that. And it was okay because it was like part of the same feeling,
Yeah.
I thought this is just the new stage now. But everything changed when the boy that I liked, he called me Ronaldinho. I know. I came back home crying. And my dad is like, who made you cry? What happened? And I didn't want to tell him. But I had to. When I told him, they called me Ronaldinho. Who? And I told him who. And we went to his house to say to his mother what he was doing. My dad said things to the mother, blah, blah, blah. And then he took me straight to the dentist. And then he fixed my life.
And then you wanted to fix other people's lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
The very first thing is that he fixed my life. And after maybe 6 months of going with him, I started realizing things. He didn't work on Wednesdays, just because he said so. He was the owner of his own schedule. Every now and then he will be off for 2 weeks because he's on holidays.
Yeah.
And every year he had a nice car. So I thought, he has it all.
Yeah.
So I thought I wanted to do that. That's why I studied.
How many years was that? Did you study for?
4.5.
4.5. And then when did you decide that you didn't want to do that anymore?
When they told me here that I had to pay like $100,000.
100,000
to start.
So you'd have to start from zero.
Oh yeah. Or I can pay I don't know how much money to do an exam, to do 1 year instead of 3. But it's not valid, I have to study everything.
Yeah. Even now they haven't changed any rules.
No.
Okay.
Now the price will be cheaper because I was an international student.
Yeah.
So it was more expensive.
Ah, yeah, true.
And my idea was to study something else, get residency, apply for a loan, and get half price school, and go back to dentistry.
But now.
Then I discovered remote working.
So what did you study when you came here?
International business.
International business.
It's good. Very flexible. And it made me realize things because of in the dentistry I thought I liked it all, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It's too much pressure. I like it, But I didn't like, it has this big side for me. I'm too emotional with the people. And it was very, it was wearing me off.
Wearing you down.
Yeah, because I will have a patient and then go home and think in the night, hi, will they be feeling okay? Is he still in pain? I gave him this and this. And they didn't have money sometimes. So I'd be like, should I pay for his thing? He's gonna be in pain in 3 weeks.
How long did you practice for?
For a year.
For a year.
But then it was too much. I didn't like that life. I didn't like it. I didn't. And I thought, this is gonna be like this for me forever. And the more patients I have, the more worries I'm gonna have. No. And I would ask the other people, and they would be, there was no in the middle. It was either, yeah, it's gonna be like that, or you don't care about them. You just charge them.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like any of those options. But I didn't know there was other options. Yeah. What I liked was to help the people, and I liked the freedom in the hand, the creative part. Oh, everything else I didn't. I realized after.
Yeah. So then you studied international business.
International business, there is no worries.
What was that? You did a whole bachelor's or just a master's?
A BBA. Is bachelor?
It's
Bachelor of
like
administration.
Okay, bachelor business administration.
I did
So you
that.
studied 3 more years.
Yeah. Plus English. Yeah.
Plus English. So you
Yes.
studied for 8 years in total.
Yes, I'm done. I'm done. I like it in business. It was easy. No worries, no feelings, no nothing. I like it. And I made some friends. I enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy that I had to pay every month. No, it was hard. Because I could only work part-time. There were
And
some
living in
difficult
Vancouver.
times. Living in Vancouver, I was sharing a room with my friend that became my best friend. And some weeks, I didn't have money to eat, but I had this friend that she was very involved in the church, so she would bring me groceries. Random things. So I had to cook with random things. She would bring me a can of tuna, she would bring me bread, she would bring me half a block of cheese, 3 bags of bread, and random.
You work with what you've got?
And a pineapple or something.
And a pineapple.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, good. Yeah. It wasn't great, but it was good.
But you never felt like you... So that what you were saying at the start made me think about what you were saying last time, about how you never lived in Vancouver. But did you feel like you were living when you first arrived?
No.
Still no. But you felt it was still better than being in Mexico.
Yeah, when I first arrived, I wanted to live there. But I couldn't because I didn't have insurance, I didn't have access to anything, I didn't understand the language, I didn't have friends. And I wanted to have all of those, I wanted to have stability. And when I had that, I didn't have anything else, I still didn't have the friends. I didn't feel the feeling of belonging there. It was like sad because I was like, I'm in the other side now.
Yeah.
And still I can't leave.
You're still searching for that.
Eh?
You're still searching for that.
I'm living here momentarily. For more and more things, and every day I'm confirming more I can't go back to Vancouver. Here I feel like I live more.
Yeah, but this isn't the final stop either.
It shouldn't be. No, because of the weather.
9 degrees in May.
Almost June. The sun has been seen 3 times.
Oh, this week has been very depressing. Very, very depressing.
100% I confirm. Very sad.
It went up to 30 degrees just for a few days. and then straight down to
They took it all back.
10 degrees.
Uh-huh.
How? How is that? I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen this, but that bad in the UK.
It feels like punishment.
After everything we suffered through for those 6 months.
Then snow up to the knee.
Snow up to the knee. The most snow
Ever.
they've seen, yeah, in like 80 years. In
And
1
now
week.
this.
And now 9 degrees in May is
Yeah.
crazy.
I know.
So when next?
Sun. Beach. You know what I want to do? I don't know. I want to go for a vacation in the desert.
Like Egypt to Morocco or
Yeah. And feel it in my feet.
something?
And but I want to be up in the center or something that I look around and I don't see anything but sun, sun, sun.
There's lots of places you can do. You can do that in Mexico, no?
Yes, but you know I don't want to go there.
Yeah, I know you don't want to go there. You could do in, I don't know where, Central America.
And it's
Yeah.
how far you think is Morocco from here?
Morocco for
In a
me
plane.
is like 10, 12 hours. Maybe less, maybe more. I think 10 or 12 hours though.
Will it be direct? No.
I would imagine, with the amount of Moroccans there are here, I would imagine they have direct flights. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's still far. Maybe it is better to go to Mexico.
It might be cheaper though to go to Morocco. I don't know.
Or to Egypt and see the pyramid.
Yeah, I want to see the pyramids too.
And to wear a scarf like the people in the... You see, those are the kind of things. Every place you go, you have to do what they do.
Yeah, you have to,
Blend.
yeah, or integrate, as we were talking about.
Except here. There's no integration.
No French, no more French.
No more French. The other day I tried to integrate. And you know how they chopped and combined the words here?
Between French and English.
Yeah, but also that the words in French, they make it Quebecois. And they make it one word if they were three.
Like, you mean literal translations from French to English?
I don't know.
Or from English to French?
No, like the other day I was there in the circus and the girl was saying something and I couldn't understand. And I was like, and I asked another person that speaks English and French, what is she saying? And she's just laughing and she's telling me, that's very Quebecois. She's saying, I don't know, but she's making it one word.
Like, je sais pas.
And they say, chapeau.
Je sais pas.
And me, when was I ever gonna know that?
You get that stuff after like 5 years of being here, maybe a bit less, but after a while.
But I'm trying my best, and then they throw this, and then why?
Yeah, but you're not motivated to learn French either, no?
I know, even today I went to Costco, and the woman said something about the bags. And me, the neighbor, and the husband of the neighbor, we are both like, what? And she says, ¿hablan español? Yeah. And she speaks to us in Spanish. So that happens, they either speak Spanish or English.
Yeah, you don't really need to speak French.
No.
Mais c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Así es la vida, such is life.
But I do like some words.
You know what I found out the other day? They call dumplings ravioli de chinois or something.
It's okay.
Like Chinese ravioli.
Oh.
That's crazy. Dumplings. They make things harder than it has to be.
Like all the titles of the movies from Spain.
Yeah.
Something completely different.
Can you give some examples? I've seen some of the memes. But
Let me think.
But you guys have a weird one for the hangover, no?
La cruda.
La cruda.
Ajá.
But in...
En los colombianos el guayabo.
they use...
Different thing.
For the whole of South America is different names.
I think so. In Argentina,
Okay.
what do they say?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I
everybody
think one of
has.
them is like El Día Siguiente.
Ah, that's good. In
It's
Nicaragua, they say
terrible.
goma.
Huh? Goma. For hangover.
Uh-huh.
Wait, are you talking about the film or the La Resaca?
Ah, la resaca.
I'm talking about the film.
Ah, the... ¿Qué pasó ayer?
¿Qué pasó ahí? Yeah, that's what you call it in Mexico. But I think in Spain they say la resaca, no? But it's one example.
Yeah. And what is the real name?
The Hangover.
Ah, well, they were closer this time.
They were close at that time, yeah.
But other times it's like... many little. Like even with Harry Potter, maybe.
What the Harry Potter school?
I only know the right ones, the ones...
Right.
the ones in Mexico.
What they called?
The first one,
Mm-hmm.
Harry Potter y la piedra filosofal.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one, no?
Philosopher's Stone.
Second one, what is it?
Chamber of Secrets.
La Cámara de los Secretos.
Okay.
Then El Príncipe de Azkaban.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Goblet of Fire.
El Cáliz
Okay.
ajá,
De Fuego.
de Fuego. Y that's it, no? There is
Yeah.
more?
There are 7 books.
What is the next one?
The my dad's gonna kill me.
They don't have
the Order
movies,
of the
no?
The Order of the
La Orden del Fénix.
Yeah. What do you mean they don't have movies?
They have movies.
Of course they do.
What is-
The Half-Blood Prince.
El Príncipe Mestizo. Ajá.
Yeah. And then no, what's the last one called? I don't know why I'm asking you if you didn't know that there were.
I didn't know they had
No, but
movies.
you did.
I watched them.
What's the last book called? Have you read the books?
No,
No?
only the movies.
That was the first series that I read.
I realized very fast with Twilight that the book is much better than the movie.
Yeah.
So one ruins the other.
So why did you never read them?
Because I already watched the movie. And it was good. So I didn't want to ruin it. I didn't want to have all this extra information.
The extra information.
Uh-huh.
What is that? I'm gonna have to cut this out.
What is this? How one?
But, Deathly Hallows. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
And I was gonna say Los Horcruxes.
It has to do with that, but what's it called in Spanish?
Las Reliquias de la Muerte. Ah, we know them. Like Piratas del Caribe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen those films.
They're so good.
I never.
You know what movie is very good? Life changing.
Are you telling me it's a life-changing film or it's called life-changing?
No, it's a life changing film. Or at least it was for me.
Which movie?
Mm-hmm. It's called Elementals.
The what?
Elementals.
The Elementals. What's it about?
It's about fire girl and
Fire guy.
it's a girl made of fire.
Okay.
It's elements living
Yeah.
in Element City.
Living in Element City.
Uh-huh. It's from Disney or Pixar.
Okay.
Maybe Pixar.
Is it a new movie?
I don't know. Yeah, I saw it in Disney Plus. We're doing some advertisement here. But it's they live in Element City
Yeah.
and it's animations.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fire with the shape of a girl and water with the shape of a boy.
Okay.
It's like Romeo and Julieta, something like that.
Okay.
But it's different. It's different. It's so nice. It's so deep.
Yeah. But
Well-
it's a kid's film.
Supposedly, but it's definitely not. And the good thing, or what I found very nice, is that it can be as deep as you are.
Mm.
Aha! I think I understood it all. I cried the whole movie.
You cried the whole movie?
Yeah.
As soon as you press play, the tears start to roll in.
No, almost. But when I saw things, at moments I was crying of happiness, others of sadness,
Mm.
others just because it was beautiful.
Yeah. I've never seen or heard of it, But maybe I'll give it a watch.
Me neither until I saw it. Then I was like, what is this garbage? And I played it. Woo! Life changed. And I didn't want to keep her. Can you believe?
You didn't want to keep her. Why?
We were fostering her, and I thought she was too chill
Too chill.
and too independent.
Too independent.
Mm-hmm.
And now you value those things.
Eh? Yes, I do. I can leave her alone. And she doesn't bother me. She travels very well. She likes Mexico. She gets very spoiled there.
Yeah.
My parents put her a chair. She eats at the table. Even my aunt, my uncle, the family.
How many dogs are there? How many dogs do they have?
2. But they don't get a chair.
No?
No.
I mean, they treat her like your child.
Yes, she's super spoiled.
She's a grandchild.
And she doesn't like to interact with the other dogs.
No?
No. Last time she was upstairs,
Yeah.
and the stairs she can show the head, and the dogs were there. And they were with me. She came down, she sniffed them, and she went back up to the bedroom. Mm-hmm. ¿Te duele tu cabeza?
How was the experience bringing her from Mexico to here? Easy?
She has only been there to visit, but I adopted her in Vancouver.
Oh, you adopted her in Vancouver?
She was living in Los Angeles, apparently.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Wow, Miss International.
Yeah! International dog. Yes, I signed up for maybe 15 rescue societies in COVID. Everybody wanted a dog. It was so hard. And then this one, they sent us photo if we wanted to foster, and we said yeah. And she traveled, I think, more than 24 hours in a car.
Really?
And she was with like 100 dogs, little dogs, in cages. And we went to the border, and they gave us the dog in a kennel with chest holder, everything ready.
Oh, wow.
And we were supposed to keep her 2 weeks. But after 1 week, then her papa, we need her, we need to keep her. And she stayed.
Crazy.
Uh-huh. And now she lives super spoiled here.
So, what brought you to Montreal?
Freedom. Freedom. I wanted to come here, but I was not expecting it to be nice, to be honest. I knew people spoke French, and I already checked almost everything else in Canada, and I found it to be similar. So I had to wait for my passport. And then I wanted to come here maybe 2 years ago now, maybe more. And I told my ex-boyfriend, let's go to Montreal, let's go. If we're gonna be trapped here, at least we learn French, see something different. And he didn't want to. Then we break up, and I thought, it's my chance. So me and Chiquinita moved. And then, almost immediately I saw a challenge. But it's good.
Yeah, the challenge you're talking about is French.
And everything. It's a very challenging city.
You think?
Yeah, I think you have to prove constantly that you want to be here. It doesn't receive you with open arms. Everything is a struggle. If you really want it, you have to.
But you feel that more or less so than Vancouver?
Vancouver receives you open arms.
Yeah?
Yes, it's a city of options. Everything is so easy. Everything is accessible.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because from everything that I've heard about Vancouver, everything is so expensive.
Yes.
The people are very closed.
Yeah. But you can find a job. You can find a house, expensive, but you will find it. and then you will find things easily. Things are not hidden like here. Supermarkets are called things normal, not like Adonis. I was living here for 2 months and I didn't know Adonis was a food shop.
What did you think it was?
Like a shoe company, something? Clothes related?
But you never thought to like look inside?
No,
or
because
Google,
Adonis is for a model. No?
like a Greek
Yeah.
god. Is it a Greek god?
I think so, but I don't think it's related to groceries.
But a grocery store can call itself anything.
Something related to food.
But how is IGA related to food? I don't know what
The
it stands
icon there, it shows you food seller.
for. Yeah, maybe. What are the other ones here? Super.
Metro.
Supermaxi. Metro is not. How would that be a supermarket?
It is?
Yeah, I know it is, but
You see? How? It's challenging. No.
no, but when you're walking past these shops, you can't.
You can't tell.
You can't tell.
Some of them.
I've never walked past an. I don't think I've never consciously walked past an Adonis, so I don't know.
It doesn't matter because even if you pass by, it's like, who knows what they sell? And if they're gonna greet you with a bonjour and then you have nothing to respond, it's better not to enter.
It's better than. I just talk to them in English anyway.
Me too, but they don't like.
Maybe here, I don't know. Here, I think it's not too bad.
Here is more in English.
That's okay then. In my part of town, it's more English as well. So
It's good. But yeah, Vancouver doesn't have any riddles. There is 2 metros. The metro goes here to here. That's it. And they connect kind of in the center. And it goes from here to here. No tricks. And the buses are maybe every 15 minutes. Maybe even a bit less. All within time. Reliable.
yeah,
Yeah. The metro.
expensive, more expensive than here. You can't pay $100 a month.
No, I think it's 180 or something.
180. Yeah.
I think it's divided by 3 zones. But it's no losing, it's not getting yourself lost. The stations have 2 exits and 1 elevator. Not like 10, like Plaza des Arts.
Or even your one here.
Yeah.
Buenaventura.
Well, goodbye. And then you walk on the ground
Yeah.
forever. No. Vancouver is easy. They have community centers in every neighborhood. They have libraries.
But they have that here too. They're all over the place. Free swimming pools.
Where?
Everywhere. You just live in the center of the city, so they're not going to have one here.
They should.
Maybe. But there's no space.
No.
Here is all high rises. Money.
But even the high rises, they put outdoors. Not even in Vancouver. But it doesn't snow that bad.
Doesn't snow at all in Vancouver.
No, 10 days maximum. And it goes away.
Yeah, but here you have your pool outside.
Uh-huh.
You still can't use.
No! Maybe we can use it at the end of July.
End of July.
Te abro. A ver. You see, that's the reality how she is. She can be touched, but not that much.
But not that much.
That's the reality.
Only when she wants. Only when she wants, where she wants.
That is the reality of Chubinita.
You know the thing is, when people try and say, when people learn that I'm not a dog person, and I tell them I'm a cat person, and they say, but you love my dog because it's like a cat. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's maybe true, but yeah.
But it's
I'll
still
take a cat.
not a cat. The cats are way softer.
Cats, yeah, well, some cats feel like this.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. For sure there are cats that feel, maybe not exactly like this, but
Less furry.
less furry, yeah.
My cousin is cat person too. and when he was with Chivinita, he was only saying all the flaws. The hair is too not soft.
Rough.
It's too rough. The ears are not strong enough.
Strong enough.
Yeah. He says that the cat ears are more stable. And they know they're not strong enough.
Power off.
And more complaints about Chivinita, the eyes.
The eyes.
The eyes, and that she didn't have good balance.
She didn't have good balance.
No, didn't have good posture either. In the back, apparently. Yeah. He wasn't saying it like that. He was just like, why doesn't she have good posture in the back? She looks too stiff. Yeah, because when I saw the cartoon,
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak for your cousin, but I don't think about those things.
but the cats say it too, they're like this.
Yeah,
Like
arch
a
the
you.
back.
And he said this one was too stiff because she looks flat.
No, I mean, I don't know.
Cat persons.
Je sais pas. No, it's not.
Chopin.
Chopin. No, it's not even cat people.
Cat people. They're getting more and more.
Good. That's a good thing.
Disagree. No, I don't know. But definitely, I'm getting more and more cat people around.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
friend, the Quebecois one, she told me, oh, my cat does things like this and that. I was surprised. She opens the cabin like there,
Yeah.
all the way up, and the cat, choom, he's up there, inside.
Yeah.
It's small.
Yeah, cats are very agile.
And he's so crowded, but
Yeah,
then why are you there? And she says
Just
it's the
chilling.
spot.
Yeah, yeah.
And then chilling on top of the fridge, watching us down.
Yeah, they're cool.
Why do they do that?
Why do we watch people? Why do we people watch?
What's coach?
People watch.
It's
You know
good.
I said when people watch?
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
I would like to have.
Binoculars.
One day, I was in the museum here, maybe I told you, in mushrooms with my friend, ex-friend. And then, have you been in the museum?
Which one?
The fine arts.
I think so, yeah.
You know there is one section that is like underground.
Yeah, more or less.
In front of the elevator there is glass, but it's at the level of the ground. And after that it's just down. But the important part is the glass, because I was there and I could do people watch. But almost like a zoo. You're at the level.
And they couldn't see you.
No, or maybe, but in my mind they couldn't. And I was watching them. And then for a second I thought, am I watching them? Or they're watching me? Who's free?
I remember you telling me this story the other
You
day.
see?
Yeah.
Nah, I need it out.
You did it out.
I need it out. Out of that place.
It's too much.
I didn't want to be the one being watched,
Yeah.
caged.
But you want.
No, I want to be the watcher.
But you want the one being caged.
I don't know. But I felt like I was the one being caged.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of are in this world.
Caged in the world.
Yeah, in a way.
But now we can go to the moon.
Speak.
That's
It was
inspiration.
about being trapped in a cage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think metaphorically we are.
But I was telling you that now we can go to the moon.
Yeah, but you really want to. Yeah.
For moments.
For moments.
What are moments I'm scared?
You want to pay like 250.
Doesn't matter the money, but seeing the earth, how do you fit back in?
After you've seen everything from outside. Yeah, it's a good question. It's a good,
That's
good
my
question.
fear.
But for that reason, like, would you really want to go if you knew that you were gonna? But I mean, we kind of have done that. Like, we have put
Me
ourselves.
personally.
I'm not talking about space, but I'm talking about like we've left our own countries. You know,
Yeah.
we've seen everything from a different perspective. We've seen the outside world, which for us is just like the normal. Now we're, I guess, in the inside world again.
Yeah.
But when we go back to our countries, respectively, it's not the same. Like we have this outsider view of the places that we come from.
It's true. You know when you said last time that you had issues with visualization?
Yeah.
Someone tells me that I have issues with trusting things that I haven't visualized.
Interesting.
It's true. Like the moon.
You haven't visualized the moon?
It's there, but it's real.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's real.
Exactly what I thought about when in the movies I saw people wearing jackets in the beach.
Yeah.
I was like, what lie is that? That doesn't happen. Like, fake.
You don't see people in Mexico?
No, it's hot. And when I saw it,
Where did you see it?
in Vancouver.
In Vancouver. People wearing
Cold
jackets in the
beach.
Okay. For some reason I had the idea there was a whole place you were talking about.
No.
But for I had something similar with like seeing people wearing jeans in hot places.
Yeah.
Like for us in the UK, if it's hot, we wear shorts. We don't really wear jeans.
Formal.
Yeah, well, not formal, but
Big jeans.
in South America, for example, it is common. Like people wear jeans in like 30 degrees. That's
No problem.
crazy.
Yeah.
Do you wear jeans in 30 degrees?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeans?
Why?
You didn't even question it.
Why though?
It's what everybody's wearing.
So why do you want to do what everyone's
It
doing?
looks good.
Why do you want to do what everyone's doing?
Looks good.
But there are other
Sometimes
things that
people
look good
have
too.
good taste.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Other times it's easy to fit. One time, when I was in secondary school, maybe 13, I wasn't happy with the girls having to wear skirts and the boys pants because I wanted to play things too. And I had to wear the skirt plus shorts plus the those. And I didn't think it was fair.
You just wanted to wear trousers.
Yeah. So my cousin was in the same school as me, and I asked him, "Can I wear your pants tomorrow?" Because I checked in the thing, it just says the alumnus have to wear uniform at all times.
Yeah.
It didn't say who had to wear what. So I show up in the school with pantalones.
And what did they say to you?
At the end of the school, in the day, nothing. And the people in my classroom, why? You to feel free to be good like you. They were like, okay.
Did people start doing it?
At the end of the day, the person came, what's the name? You might have a weird name. The headmaster.
Yeah, the headmaster, yeah.
The person in charge came and said, hey, that is not good, you cannot wear that, blah, blah, blah. Next day, people show up from pantalones.
It was too late. You started the trend, it was too late.
Yeah, and then at the end of the week, no, everybody had a report. Like,
That's crazy.
we were reported to our parents.
Yeah, that's the... So you had uniform in your school. Is that very common in Mexico?
Yes.
For us too.
And it's kind of not good, but I like it too.
It has its pros and cons.
You know what I was telling my friend the other day that she said that it's not normal?
What?
But I truly believed it was until yesterday.
What?
She was saying that we should do body painting.
Okay.
And I told her no. That's one of my biggest fears.
Why?
And she asked me why, and I said because I remember when I was in the high school, I was 16, and the cool girls, there were many from different groups, but the old ones, the cool ones. There was this week of art, week of whatever.
Okay.
And people will have the little stands doing their things. And these girls, they will do body painting. So they come to school, normal dress, but then there, in front of everyone, like in the patio, in the center, they take off their clothes, they just have stickers in the nipples, and they have tongue, and they start painting.
In your school?
Yeah.
What? And this is a normal thing. No one said anything to them.
No, because they painted their whole bodies in body paint. And that was their thing. And
Is this a very common thing in Mexico?
I don't know anymore.
That could not happen in the UK.
No.
No way.
It was the week of art. No.
Not even in the week of art, no. Never heard about this before.
And they're charging.
In a school, no.
Yeah, in school. Well, we are old. We are 16, 17, 18. No.
Old.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, did you have a new revelation on this then, when she asked you why?
She asked me, was your school Catholic? And I said, no, it was a public school. Because she was raised in Vancouver, but she's Colombian. We have another Colombian friend, but she's from the high society. So she's like, you should definitely bring that experience next time the three of us meet to compare your experience with hers, to see what happened in her school. And I was like, but what do you mean? Because she went to the private one. And she's like, no, I just think normal schools don't do that. But I have my suspicions, but I don't have experience, so I want her to confirm. Yeah.
In a school, that's crazy.
It was very good, very artistic. She was also telling me that here they don't do festivals. The kids don't perform for their moms.
No?
Did you do that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a normal thing.
The whole class.
Yeah, everyone. Until secondary school, and even in secondary school, you could do it if you wanted to.
And everybody, and it's not a reason of joking. You cannot.
No, everyone participates.
I
Everyone
think
has
it's
to
good.
take a thing.
It unites people.
Yeah. So that made me think. What other fears do you have?
Ooh. Fear of getting lost. The raper. That's the other one. That's a big one. It's a very real one. I'm scared of the raper. I'm scared of missing the present and realizing too late. I'm scared of having regrets.
Yeah.
And I'm scared to rush and have children. Because then I have to raise them.
Then you have to raise them. Do you think any of these things, is that all of them?
I think so.
Do you think any of those things hold you back in life?
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah, because to make the decision, I spent time thinking it, and then I already missed.
Yeah.
Like I was very scared of heights, and I thought I don't want to be anymore.
Yeah.
Because it was not the fear of the height; it was the fear of not controlling what was going to happen to me. But then it happens in the low too. So I was like, God, that has to go. So to make the decision, I want to expose myself to that because I don't want to have regrets.
Did you do a bungee or a skydive or something?
That's the next thing.
Oh, you haven't done one yet?
No, you?
No, I haven't done one either.
Would you like?
A skydive, I definitely want to do. A bungee, I don't know.
I don't know how it feels in the ankle.
Yeah, that's what I wonder, how it feels on the body. But I guess it's normal enough that it feels okay on the body. Otherwise, you couldn't do it.
Yeah. You mean like how it affects your balance, things like that?
Not balance, but like it just looks like a big drop, and then you get yanked up. But I guess there's something in the physics to take.
The skeleton, you mean?
I don't know how it works.
Like a fish when you pull it out.
I don't pull fish out of the water.
Not you, the people in general.
Uh,
How they shape their skeleton.
Yeah, maybe a little. But you know what I mean? Like when you jump down,
And then?
are you visualizing?
Uh-huh.
When you jump down and you get close to the water and then you go back up. Like you get pulled back up from the bungee.
And what's the problem?
Like I don't know how it would feel on the body. Like if it's a big jolt, like if it feels... But they must have something to take the force off your body. But I don't know the science behind it. I don't know the physics behind it.
I see what you're referring to.
But a skydiver I want to do, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, skydive, there is no more concepts. Up, down.
No more concepts of up and down.
Because this one that you're saying, now I'm thinking too. It's not like a step 1, 2, and 3.
How is it not a step 1 and 2?
You jump, and then something that we don't understand happens. And then you're there,
Yeah.
and then back up.
Mm-hmm.
But that space in the middle, I don't like.
Neither do I.
And the other one, you're up, and then you're down.
It's a very, very good way of putting it.
So that one is better.
And you get a nice view, and you get the adrenaline.
But I wonder if after, because it seems a long time.
It's not.
No?
It's like 40 seconds. You jump out of a plane, it's like 40 seconds to the ground. I might be wrong on that, but I think it's very fast.
Then we should do it.
I don't know if we can, if there are ones around here.
There must be. But I was thinking if it's like 4 minutes, after 30 seconds you're like, okay.
No, it's not that long.
Mm.
Maybe it's closer to 2 minutes, but no, definitely not 4.
I felt like that in a show of contemporary dance. I was watching and then...
You wanted the show to, were you dancing? Or you
No,
watching?
I was watching, but it was like, I had no idea how long it was gonna last. And my sense of time got lost. So I felt I was there 7 hours already. And I was like, when?
And how long was it?
I don't know.
Where was this?
I didn't check the time when I got in or out. This is maybe 4 weeks ago.
Where was this?
Plaza Arts.
Okay. You just went to go see a show there?
My friend invited me, let's go see contemporary dance. And I was like, yeah, let's go, but what is it? And I asked one of my friends from work and she told me, it's like people either high or in mushrooms dancing for themselves. Ah, okay, let's go see.
But they're not high on
No, but she said that was gonna be the feeling I would get. It's true, is what I got.
Yeah?
But after a little bit, I saw you guys. And
I felt like I was going to feel that at the salsa convention. Like, because for me, watching sports has never been interesting.
yeah.
For me, watching sports is so boring. Like, it's not, I don't know, I don't like football,
It's just,
basketball, anything. Like, I can be there if I'm with people, but... So I thought for the convention, watching people dance for like 2-3 hours is going to be a lot. Sometimes it felt a bit like that, but it was cool to see people do some crazy things as well. Yeah.
that is nice. But it's something you can use in real life.
Yeah, but these people doing the things they were doing, I can't see and copy, you know. It's another level. Even the amateurs are still very advanced.
See? So people are just born with that dancing gear.
Yes, but I think something that I've had to realize recently is like people have put their time in, you know, all the people that I'm seeing dancing around who dance really well, even someone who's put a year worth of dancing, they've been practicing a few times a week, they put in these hours, the hours are accumulating, and then you see all the people at the shows who've been dancing for 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 years, and yeah, of course it's easy to compare, but it's they put in the time.
So you think the body is getting used to it, or what is happening?
Yeah, the body gets used to it, the mind gets used to it. You connect with yourself.
And you think the brain can develop like, I don't know, connection?
100%. Yeah. Even after, you know, we're definitely made to we grow up being told like the brain stops developing, but that doesn't mean that you have to stop learning.
I think also the body does way more things that we allow it to. When I was trying, I wanted for this year to do a front flip.
Yeah?
That was one of my goals.
How close are you?
It depends where. With trampoline or
now.
no. I'm still scared. But it's a block in the mind. Your body knows how to do it. And there is no explaining it. You just do it or not do it. It's so strange.
Yeah.
And if you think it and you try to force it too much,
Worse.
if it comes from here, it won't make it.
So do you think you're gonna be able to do one by the end of the year?
No, because the last class is next week.
The whole year?
If I sign up, maybe if I sign up in September. But,
It's a decision.
it's a decision, it's a whole decision. But I was able to do in the trampoline and in the, what's the name? Mat. I was
You
really
can do it
excited.
standing on a mat.
Uh-huh.
It's really cool.
It is cool. But how to do it, I couldn't tell you.
You just feel it.
And not every time I will have to drag the block out. No. And that's the only way I can kind of explain it to you when I do it. I'm not looking for a position, for this, for that. It's a feeling. I don't know how I get there, but I have
You get
to
there.
think that one and I get there and that's it, it's not.
Yeah, and it comes with time and practice. Telling yourself you can do it.
The difference with the dancing, and I struggle with that, is that you have a mirror. You can
Are
see.
you talking about a physical mirror or you're talking about your partner?
No, physical mirror. If you
Yeah.
want to practice dancing,
Yeah.
you can see what you're doing at all times. But when you do activities that you cannot see yourself what you're doing, you have to trust.
So you find it harder to see yourself doing
Yes.
what you... Yeah?
Yes.
Why?
Because I can control it more.
With the mirror.
Control
that a
it
good
in the
thing?
mind. No, because the mind controls it so the body cannot flow.
Okay. You mean like less feeling? Less easy to feel it.
More trapped in the mind. Forcing. Which you agree with that?
I think to some extent, yeah. I think when you're getting started at anything, and definitely in dancing is very true, like this, so there is a lot of, it's a mental game, you know. It is the same with anything. Like I was telling you about running for me, nearly 2 years ago in Toronto. Like having never ran before, and like getting on the treadmill 3 times a week, and just running. I was just fighting the clock, because I know my body is capable of doing it. But my mind doesn't want to be there. I'm just telling myself like I have to be there. I just have to do it. I just have to.
Yeah, and the mind wants out.
Yeah, but it's a constant game.
I think the worst position in football is the goalie because I feel it's like that.
They see everything.
But whose body wants to be
Shock.
just there, waiting?
Yeah.
How do you get in there and you're doing something else?
Yeah, I think it's hard to be, like you were talking about before, being the present in a situation.
The goalies are fully present.
Are they?
I don't know, how do they stop?
But what about for the rest of the game? Like, imagine you're so far back, and you just see the ball from afar.
How can you be in that position? What kind of person do you have to be?
I have to get a goalie on the podcast.
Yes! And where does his mind go when he's doing that?
Yeah, I never would have thought about that.
Who's controlling the mind or the body? My mind will be like, let's get out of here. Boring.
What would you rather do instead?
The front guy
But then that's constant action.
or the beep.
The referee.
Mm.
Why?
He's
Too
kind
much
of
control,
there.
no?
But he's not fully there. Just when it's convenient, and he can pretend he was there for the whole thing.
I think he's supposed to be there.
Yeah,
for
but
the
are they?
minute. I don't know, I'm not a football fan. Are
I
you a
think
football fan?
no, but I think they're fully unengaged. Neither the body or the mind are fully present there, but they're charging like they are.
Why do you think that?
Maybe go somewhere else. And then working.
Do you do any exercises to
the
feel
mind?
engaged and present?
Breathing. Listening to the music that I sent you. Painting. What else? All the circus things. If not, I suffer. Maybe that's bath. I really like taking bath weekly.
Weekly bath.
Sundays.
Sunday weekly bath. My mom used to do the same. I don't know if
Necessary.
she still does, but
Yeah, I think it's necessary. Everyone should do it.
not everyone has a bath.
I can never not have a bath anymore.
Really?
It's good, I don't know how to describe it. It's escape from the body and the mind.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be relaxing. But I feel like I want to get up. I feel like
The body!
Yeah.
I don't feel like that anymore.
But did you used to?
Yeah. And then I felt guilty because I was like, I was supposed to enjoy this, why am I not enjoying it? But now, sometimes I'm there 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Do you read?
No,
You have your phone with you?
no.
Disconnected completely. Eyes shut.
I shut light off.
Light off?
Yeah.
Wow.
In the darkness.
It's like a sensory tank almost.
Uh-huh.
Have you done a sensory
No, I
tank before?
want.
Yeah, me too.
There is one here.
Yeah? How much does it cost though?
I don't know.
Probably like $100.
I'll say so. For 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
No, I don't know. But I would like to. But then one of my other fears comes in.
Which is?
Sometimes I see so many things in my head. I'm scared I'm gonna get stuck there.
But then you open your eyes.
Yeah, but once a friend told me that he didn't like to take mushrooms because the visuals were so bad that even when he closed his eyes, he wasn't safe.
Really?
And I thought, bad for you. And then it happened to me. Ah! Yeah, I didn't know if I had, plus it was dark, we were camping.
Wait, sorry, so normally you don't have many closed eye visuals on mushroom.
Not that I'm scared of. I
Mm,
know
that's
my
good.
eyes are closed and I know when they are open.
Because for me, when I take psychedelics, I have a lot of closed eye visuals. Like I have to close my eyes to see things. So I see some things when my eyes are open, but it's very closed,
Mine.
and I see a lot.
But you know you have them closed.
I know I have them closed. I do it on purpose to see.
Ah, but when you merge the two, you see the inside but you see outside.
Does that happen? That happened to you?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. And I was like, but it happened. I closed my eyes and I didn't know, I had to touch them. Because I didn't know if they were open or closed, I was seeing the same.
Did you eat a lot?
Yes, and I was smoking too. Imagine, it was, I remember very well, it was like kaleidoscope, you know that?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah?
Eyes open and closed, and I was like, no, leave me.
For how long?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I was,
Have you ever experienced ego death?
meaning?
Like, I felt it one time, and I'm not gonna go into the whole story, but you completely lose the sense of who you are. You felt that? Like you didn't know who you were.
You forget you are?
Yeah.
You see? And I'm scared of merging too much in the universe.
But we are merged with the universe.
But I don't know why I'm scared of that.
We are a part. We are a part of everything.
Someone said in Facebook that the humans were the cosmos looking at itself.
Okay.
Not to even get me started in cosmos. It's my favorite topic.
Why?
And fractals.
And fractals. All stuff to do with imagery.
But those is both.
Yeah.
I watch them on YouTube.
Just videos of fractals and like patterns, kaleidoscopes. Yeah. With music or?
Most of them have music.
Okay.
But it's true.
Mm.
Everything is pattern.
Everything is pattern.
Everything is fractal.
Yeah.
So merging in there, that's what I'm scared of.
But why?
I don't know because I've never been.
But you have. You're here right now.
But not
No, what?
fully immersed.
Why? Why do you think that you're not fully immersed?
I feel it.
Okay.
We are back to the cage. Like Joe Rogan. I don't know him, I haven't watched it. Just
Never.
the concept of it, I avoid.
You never watched Joe Rogan?
No, I just know it's a man that brings a lot of people and they have very strong opinions and people listen to them and they get influenced by that. By these two people talking in a closed space with access to the internet.
Good.
That's it! So that's what I don't get it and watch.
He has a lot of influence, yeah. I think this is... But this is a whole...
It's a
thing,
lifestyle,
like-
it's a mentality.
Yeah, but it... And this is why consumption is so important. What we consume is so important. Our consumption does run the world at the end of the day. And if lots of people decide to consume his content, then it's going to reach more and more people. He's going to have more and more influence.
And it's fake, it's built.
I think there is a level of authenticity, but not everything, of course. No, you know, you can't be 100%.
Liked.
No, not 100% liked. No, definitely not. And who would want to be anyway? You want to be 100% liked.
I have to see what is the other option
To not be 100% liked.
and what gives me what. What
Does
am I
it matter?
balancing? Yeah.
Why?
Because what am I balancing? I need to make a decision based on that.
I think, well, to be 100% liked, you're going to spend your whole life chasing approval.
And you lose the haters.
Yeah, I guess you lose the haters, yeah.
Sometimes the haters inspire.
Sometimes the haters inspire. On the other hand, I think if you live your life in an authentic way, you don't need to seek approval from other people, because a lot of people like authenticity.
And the haters disappear too? Because you
No,
don't
they're
care about
gonna,
them.
no, they're gonna be present because the haters are gonna want
Hate.
what. I think hate comes from a place of envy or jealousy, you know. Yeah.
Haters.
Do you have any haters?
No. I don't think I have haters. I might, and I'm not aware of.
What about the people on your list?
I hate them.
But you don't think
I'm the
they hate,
hater.
you don't think they hate you?
No.
No? None of them.
I think maybe in their minds we are friends or something. Yeah. I think so.
But do you really hate them?
Dislike them. Prefer not to see them ever again. Or hear about them. Ignore their existence fully.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nah, I don't hate them. No. Have you ever get into a fight?
Physical? No. One time when I was 7,
Did you
I
win?
I still am convinced I didn't actually connect the punch, but my friend at the time, he had a bloody nose. But I tell you, even to this day, I feel like my hand never connected with his face.
What happened?
Maybe he just had a bloody nose at the same time, but maybe I did punch and dissociate from that situation. But I think from that, I've never, people have raised their fist to me before. People have wanted to punch me, and I just say go ahead, because I'm not gonna punch back. You know, and people, like everyone wants a reaction. In that situation, people want a reaction, and if you just say go ahead, like they're not gonna get a reaction from you. If someone punches me, I'm not gonna punch them back. Like for what? What's that gonna achieve if I punch you back? You know, it's not
Punch for
gonna do.
punch.
Yeah, but it's but it's not gonna do anything for my ego.
But for the blood?
I don't like blood.
The blood.
Or the plot. But why do I have to play into their plot?
I know, you make it your blood.
Well, my plot is that this person threw a punch at me and made himself look silly. You know? And everyone has always backed down. It's happened like maybe three times.
How did you get into those situations? I haven't.
You've never been in a fight? Never been in a cat fight?
Or in a close situation? Only with my brothers.
Yeah. How did I get into those situations? I don't know. There were things that it was speaking without thinking. I think. And they raised the fist. One of them I tried to think about recently. Like I remember there was a few of them who were frustrated with something that I'd said, and we were at a party, and I don't think I'd actually ever met them before. This was like online stuff. And they just heard about something that I'd said, and they
Online?
Yeah, it was like friends of friends, you know?
Ah,
Like friends who went to another school.
but that's what people get exposed even by doing this.
Yeah, by like saying something that they shouldn't, yeah. But now I wear it on my sleeve, you know? If I have something to say to someone, I don't see a reason why not to say it.
Joe Rogan is gonna come to me and say what to do.
In 10 years' time.
Well, I accept anything. I'm saying. But I charge too, eh? Yeah.
Start charging for podcast appearances.
Yeah. If they want to discuss and they're already earning, share. We have a deal.
Well, I'm not earning yet.
No, when you are. But it's like crazy. But just because something that didn't even affect them, they got upset.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before. I don't remember on the episode, but it was a discussion, and he was saying to me, I told him like I don't agree with fighting, and he said, but what about
This one.
no, not quite. But he said, what about fighting for your principles?
Oh.
And I said to him, are you joking me? Are you being serious right now? You want to raise your fist over words, things that have come out of your mouth. Why do you think you can achieve something by hurting someone? And he said, well, think of it like this. We're at this table here. There's like 8 people. And if all of these 8 people, they don't agree with what you're saying, like what are you going to do? And I said, I just go to another table, you know? And if all of those people at the table don't agree, I go to another table. I go to another table until I find a place where, you know, people agree. And he said, well, you can't keep moving forever. You can't go to another table forever. There's not infinite tables. And I said, it doesn't have to be infinite tables because there's enough tables, you know, in this world.
And the man,
He just really wanted me to agree that fighting
was
over
right.
fighting over words is correct.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And he got to the point that he wanted to prove it.
He did not get to any point.
It is sometimes frustrating when people are so closed.
I think it used to be frustrating, but now it's like just...
Sad.
Is it?
Like that.
Is it sad?
It is sad. Because it's, it makes it lonely
For who?
for the others. For me.
For you? Why?
When you want to speak to someone that is close, it's like
Why do you want to speak to them?
you want to share.
Why do you want to share with that person?
No, you're trying. You're attempting. And no. Gone.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, another one. But you see them gathering.
The closed-minded people.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Trump supporters,
Yeah.
Hitler supporters apparently.
You see them
That's
gather
crazy.
and support each other and be in community.
Yeah.
But the others, to the exile.
You know something crazy is that to them, maybe they see themselves as the open-minded people. And they see us as the closed-minded people.
But they're in a group.
Yeah.
If we have a group too, that's fine. Why does it have, they say, the black sheep,
Mm-hmm.
no sheeps. Why it has to be one? Make it a team, the
Well,
black sheep.
sheep is plural anyway.
Yeah.
Sheep is plural.
Ah, okay. Then what? They mean one?
They do generally refer to one, yeah. Yeah.
Why? There will be no issues if it was teams.
As if it was what, sorry?
Teams.
What kind of themes?
No, like two teams. The closed-minded and the open-minded.
That's kind of what we have now, no?
But gathered, no spread.
You think everyone should go around identifying themselves as a closed-minded and
Yeah.
open-minded?
Yeah, because the closed-minded are like this.
Yeah.
And the open-minded go here and here and here and here. They don't gather.
But this is what I mean. I'm telling you that some of the closed-minded people think that they are the open-minded people.
And they can join momentarily. So then,
But you want... What?
we are the ones segregating ourselves?
Well, you're the one proposing the segregation between the people. Do you want the people segregated? The closed-minded
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
And what kind of... You want to send them to one place?
No, but maybe I just want everybody to be together, separately.
But you think people should go around like wearing a badge, like
Yeah.
closed or open-minded,
In another category, that only the ones in that category know about.
which is...
Or maybe they think this
But how could you identify them?
You're not one or the other. You know, one knows each other.
But they have to disguise themselves with either closed or open-minded.
Or nothing.
No, because you're telling me that everyone either has to be closed or open-minded.
It's not normal with be wearing anything, you are right. Open, another option. Closed-minded, open to be either.
Open to a leader.
Either of those. Mixed.
But then by definition they're open.
Well, open then.
So there's just two categories.
But what if we have false positives?
Yeah. How are you segregating the people in the first place? Like,
We cannot let them make the decision. It has to be a personal decision. It has to be your own category.
but this is what I'm telling you. Then there are going to be people who we consider to be closed-minded, who consider themselves to be open-minded, and we're going to have a bunch of Trump and Hitler supporters saying that they're open-minded.
So then you have two things. One that they put and one that we put. Even if they identify as open,
Do they get to put one on us though as well?
it's fine.
Oh.
Then it would have to have many spaces.
In the end, you just have we just wear T-shirts that everyone writes all over.
Like the t-shirts that are made of squares.
T-shirts that are made of squares.
You made this in
Well,
there?
you have the stripes on this one. So you can just write in between the lines.
Yes. Open, close. But who said it? And how are you gonna find your clan?
Yeah, exactly.
The problem continues. It's a never ending. There are mixed people. Close for some stuff, open for others.
Yeah, 100%.
Those are harder. What do we do with those?
You tell me. You're the one who wants to segregate all of these people.
Those ones have to be.
No, but to be honest, I think some of the closed-minded people have helped us, you know? Like, when you meet someone who's so closed-minded, it makes you think and sometimes concrete your views and beliefs more, you know? Because you think we kind of have to compensate for these people who are sharing so much hate and negativity.
Or you have to break yourself down and to know how to do it so you can communicate.
Exactly.
Or maybe it's the opposite. They're not close, they're in the pinnacle.
The Trump and Hitler supporters.
Not those ones, the other close.
Which ones?
The ones that live in the ignorance.
The ones who don't want immigrants to come into the country.
No, the ones that are not aware of anything. Like the kids.
Yeah, kids are important for that reason. Like
They
they're
have the
neutral.
optimum mind.
But now, with technology is
It's rotting them.
it's rotting us as well. Imagine how much I can recognize how much damage it's doing to me with a not fully developed brain, but coming towards the end of my development of my brain.
Yeah.
Kids like 3 years old on their iPads and phones and
Kids comparing
screens.
themselves to others.
That's crazy.
When they're 10, talking about feelers.
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 Oh,
or-
fillers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing all these concepts.
So in the end, are they even neutral anymore?
No. They're corrupted.
You corrupted the kids.
They have to be from remote areas. No, we're fixing everything in the world.
So you want the people from we have to go to the remote towns of the world.
No, because we're gonna finish them.
Finish them? You want to kill them?
No, but I think if you put many humans there, they're gonna start chopping the wood, building the things.
Yeah, no, I thought you meant take those people out of the rural places and get them to show the world how the world should.
Ah, that sounds much better, yeah, than destroying their habitats.
I love how that's where you jump to. We have to go and invade their spaces that they built up.
Maybe the influence that Joe Rogan has should be given to these ones. Without telling them.
So now you want to do like a Truman Show on them.
To really see how things are supposed to be.
But then.
We learn. No? Or maybe we ruin them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Imagine these people are living their innocent lives. These kids are just going to school in this small rural town, and then everyone's just watching. The whole world has their eyes on them.
But it's not evident. We put them in the trees, the cameras. Like they record the animals. Secretly.
Yeah.
Not disrupting the habitats.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because if they see it, they abuse the power.
The kids. And they start playing a joke on the whole world.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Imagine. No, this is getting too dangerous. For your...
No, but now that makes me think about like when I came back to to Canada from Colombia, and I was living in this small town, you know, a town of like 14,000 people. I went from there, living there for 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
for 3.5 months, yeah, to here to Montreal.
You fell in love?
When I first went to Bogota for like 2 days, and then I flew here, and it took me like, I mean, of course I was adapting like after a couple weeks and stuff, but really, it really messed me up, going from this small peaceful place to then coming here to this big city, like everything is so crazy, and Canada is just about consumerism. You know? This is one of the worst things about North America. Like, it's bad in a lot of parts of the world, but here in North America, everything is just buy. Everything is just wants you to get you to buy things, spend money. You know?
Yes. The other day I was working in Canada Goose outside, and they had like 4 or 5 people sitting at the table, and everyone was in person displaying a jacket. And I'm like, it's a fucking jacket. Either buy it or not. But why do they have to do so much show? We really need like a, I don't know, $1 million jacket when another one does exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be displayed like that. I thought this is getting too much. Yeah. It's dreamy. You feel her?
Yeah.
I think she's running again.
Running in her dream.
Because the legs. Sometimes she has nightmares.
Yeah. What is she doing in her nightmare?
Cries. Or
With likely ones?
no, only with noise. When she has bad nightmares, I wake her up.
Bless her. It's been a while since I connected with a dog.
You see?
She's on my short list.
Chivinita is nice pet. She's running fast in her dream.
Pobrecita.
She wonders. Yeah, I think they're beautiful animals.
They can be, yeah.
I trust all animals, I think.
You trust all animals. I think you trust all people as well.
Yeah. My friend says that I give equal opportunities. But I regret now. Because they don't show their thing. They come up as open. No.
Well, from the things you told me, sometimes no, not so much.
No. But you give them chances and you know what happens sometimes that I do, but I don't want to do anymore? I'm changing it. Sorry for the people. But sometimes when someone acts a certain way and I don't like it, I feel it's not right. But I don't get, my first instinct is not to get upset or defensive or protect myself or respond badly. I feel like I understand the other person. Like, okay, if I was in that position, I understand where this is coming from. So I let it pass. But it gets to a point that I feel like now it's time for you to deal with your shit. I know it's not against me, but it still affects me.
100%.
Like the voice message that I show you.
Yeah.
It's been like maybe, that's the word, but it's been escalating. And I know he has issues and everything. And I was understanding of that. And I said, okay, he needs attention because this has happened to him and this. If I was in this situation, maybe I will do worse. So it's fine. But no else.
You put your limits, your boundaries. It's good.
But I want to put them earlier now.
Yeah, of course. But it's a step-by-step process, you know?
No, next time you see me. Sorry, I don't want to see you today.
You're gonna say it to me.
Well, when you see me, I'm gonna be like that. Like Chihuinita.
Yeah.
You put your boundaries?
I think it's in an ongoing process, you know. And I think for a long time, no. But now I think I'm a lot better with it. But I think I'm also good about choosing who I let into my world, you know. I think I am picky, and I think I feel that with energy. Like, it's weird because I love talking to people. I really love talking to people from everywhere, all walks of life, everything. But some people, like, I've lived with for a couple of months, and like they've been around, and sometimes I feel like I should have talked to them, but I wait for people to come to me a lot. That's another thing. But I'm mostly referring to like life in hostels in Australia, where you're living around so many people.
You don't say.
Yeah, I don't say hello to everyone, and it's, in some ways I feel like maybe I should, but then in other ways I feel like I'm pretty good about knowing who's going to be good for me and who I'm going to be good for. But sometimes I feel like I should give more people a chance.
That concept is abstract
You think?
for me.
In what way?
I have no image. I haven't
No,
felt it. I skipped that stage, I think.
Of feeling the energy.
Of the analysis,
Which analysis?
to see if it's good, if it's worth it. to
But
make
I
a
don't know.
decision.
I don't know. That's the thing. I'm just following the feeling, like the feeling of the person. You know, like being around. So maybe it's not so easy for you to imagine because you haven't been in that situation, living around, I don't know, 20 to 100 people in the same place. I don't think you have been in that situation.
2 nights only.
2 nights, yeah, but not for months on end.
No.
So for me, I think in some ways I am good at that to an extent, but maybe I shut out some people that could be good for me as well. So.
Then I think I do it, but I only exclude the ones that don't give me good vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone else gets a hello or something. Sometimes even the ones that give me bad vibes,
Yeah, hello.
to confirm for, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel tension with the people
Mm-hmm.
because everybody wants to be in their own bubble,
Mm-hmm.
especially here, like in the classes and things like that. And when you just break it, you feel like they were not expecting it. But to not say something strange. When I was in the school, in the same school that people did body painting, wonderful place. I met this girl. I was a bit shy, and then she came. I was with my friend, the friend that someone presented me, not even close friend.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's kind of trying to be cool, but I don't have much topics to talk to him. And she came out of nowhere, and she's like, ¿Qué onda, qué onda, qué onda? And she said hello to me like she knows me. And she says hello to him, and she stays there with us, and she's talking, oh yeah, and this happened in the party. Can you believe this and that? Ha ha ha. Like I know anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But she gives me enough context to participate.
That's good.
She made me feel so comfortable.
Are you still friends?
She is now estranged. In the distance, no more. But she gave me inspiration. Isn't it nice?
That's really nice. It's good when people can make you feel comfortable like that. It's a really nice skill to have.
Yeah. But overwhelming too.
Overwhelming.
I don't know. Like for her, she really wants to be friends with. She will talk to everyone, but I wouldn't. I couldn't tell you who were their friends. Because she was with everyone.
Yeah.
Good.
But that's what I was saying before about wanting to be liked by everyone. You go in this pursuit of approval, you lose things about yourself. You lose the possibility of real, genuine connection.
To what? To the cosmos.
The cosmos, yeah, maybe. No, but just yeah, I guess to the cosmos, you can call it that.
I will take it to my osteopath.
To your osteopath. What is an osteopath?
I don't know what it is, but it wasn't the benefits. I don't know. But it was paid for. So I
Okay.
said, let's go. I don't even know if she does anything physically, but in the mind, it's good.
Yeah.
So you're lying down in the table, and then she puts the hands in your bones, in the spine,
Mm-hmm.
and she presses.
It's kind of like a chiropractor, no?
But she doesn't crack you. And then she goes to your feet and she touches them.
And she tells you something at the end, or?
Yeah, she tells you things. But I don't know if they're true.
You don't know that true.
No, but to me what it does is I close my eyes and I feel the differences. She's doing the same movements at different times, like in one feet and the other, in half of your body. So I notice I feel it one way in one leg and another way in another leg.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
feels good?
It gives me a lot of images.
Okay.
So when she was doing something in my back, I saw the cosmos. Uh-huh. I'm not there. You know what it looks like. Have you ever seen a plastic bag flying?
Yeah.
And when they get caught in
Yeah.
it's still,
Yeah. Okay. Plastic bag flapping around on a fence post or something.
that's how it feels.
Okay.
You are the bag.
And the bag. But don't you feel, I feel like I would feel the opposite. I would feel calm.
I am calm, but I'm not there.
Okay. You're not present.
The thing that you were saying that you forget that you are happens.
Okay.
And last time when we finished the thing, she told me, your soul is wider than your body. And I thought, what do you mean? Speak clearly.
Your soul is wider than your body.
And she said, I feel like your essence is outside of the physical body. And I told her I saw the cosmos, I saw the stars, and I see nothing that was too much for her. She asked me, have you taken any psychedelics recently? And I said, recently no. She said, but you've tried. Yeah. Okay.
Y punto.
See you next time. See you next time. I don't know, maybe it was too much for her.
I can't imagine you're the only person who's told her things like that. Unless she was new to the job, maybe.
Yeah. It's true.
We could go on and on, but I think we should come to an end here.
Okay. We talk about everything.
We did not talk about everything. We scraped the surface, as always.
As always, it has to be a third part.
Yeah, until the next time.
In London. I'll bring my umbrella.
Who knows, who knows, who knows.
In Sydney.
Maybe in
In the
Sydney.
beach.
Maybe in Mexico.
You see, last time we said that we needed the blanket.
Yeah.
I said for next one we need.
Well, you already said London now, so...
No,
You already jinxed it.
it's true. Well, the fourth part in the beach.
You also said Sydney, I said Mexico, so we've got at least 5 coming.
You see?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to edit this as well because I forgot what the last question is.
Ooh, we're gonna start it now. It's good moment for questions.
Yeah, now I'm not telling people what the thing is anymore. They have to...
What do you mean you're not telling people?
Because Remember when I told you what the question was before from the last guest? This is the British guy.
But the idea is that you're not telling the people the
Now
question?
I'm not telling the people what the last question was. And finally, what message would you like to share?
If you had £5,000,
Which is like 8,000
when
Canadian
you
dollars.
limited time, like you just quit your job, where would you spend that £5,000? Where would you travel with £5,000? And how long do you think? Well, I don't want to make it too complicated, but just where would you go? If you have £5,000 a budget for a trip,
Funny
£5,000,
guy.
where would you go?
It has to be for a travel
Yes.
to the desert.
Well, hold on. We're gonna do this again because I'm gonna ask you.
Fully.
Yeah, probably in a second. No, but I wanna ask. I'm gonna get the conversion up so I give you the exact number.
Ay, preciosa. Qué coffee. Tuviste una nap. ¿Qué soñaste, preciosa? I'll photograph her. You will be with her. I'll take a photo too. Ay, mi perrita. You're in the photo.
I hope it's better than the other photo from the other day.
The foto from the other day is muy tu. Mira.
You didn't put it on the fridge yet.
The fridge?
Yeah, you remember the photo you said you were gonna put on the fridge? The one which was just mostly my face and not yours.
Ah, the one, yeah, that one is nice. Stick it.
Oh!
I'm gonna, for the next podcast,
No,
I'm gonna have
no.
a t-shirt with your face.
No.
But
You're gonna kill me.
not like this. No. The full face. Like when I will be here, when I will be here. No edge. Only the face. It might look like I'm not wearing things at parts because it will look the same color of the skin.
I don't think my skin is ever gonna wear yours.
So they're not gonna know.
They're never gonna know. Okay, before I ask you the last 3 questions today, do you have anything you want to ask me?
Ah, that's new?
No, I asked you that before as well.
No, because if we start with that, then we continue for another week. I have to say no. For the good.
This is also the latest I've recorded an episode before. So.
For purpose of timing, I'll say no, I don't have anything.
Okay. So the question from the last guest: if you had £5,000, which are 9,282 Canadian
That's
dollars,
good.
and you just quit your job,
Oh.
and where would you go? What would you go and do?
She changed the whole thing, saying to quit the job. I have to go and find a new base.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. I'll go secure a job somewhere.
Is that what you jumped to straight away, find a new job? No, but the idea is that you have some money.
Yeah, I use it as my cushion.
Yeah.
So it gives me some time, so I'm not stressed out. I think I will go to Australia, pay a month of rent, do my search and start. Use it to settle.
Use it to settle.
the things.
Not the desert.
No, because I quit the job.
Yeah. And
How am I going to pay the next things?
there's always a way to figure that out.
Mr. Taxman is going to come at the end of the year.
And give you money.
No, I owe him.
You owe him.
I will owe him.
Why?
Because my taxes are being done by BC. BC charges less.
Okay. But you have to pay taxes here.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
So they're keeping the score, and I'm not, and I know they're gonna come. Uh-huh.
Well, that's a very responsible answer. You would
Mm.
go to Australia. That's okay.
Settle.
You're a responsible person.
Have to be.
You choose to be.
Yeah, because if I wanted, I would be in the cosmos. That is where I want to be. I choose I'm in the cage.
What question would you like to ask the next guest?
A hard one, not you, Benita? If you have to divide yourself into 3 main characters, what will they be and when are they present?
Okay. She did choose a hard question.
Yeah.
Okay. And finally, what message would you like to share in your language?
No se junten con el Benito.
And what does that mean?
Don't hang out with Benito.
Okay. Well, it's been said, so.
It's out there, cannot be taken back.
Most people don't know me as Benito. I think maybe 50-50 now.
So 50, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minimum.
Well, thank you everyone for listening to episode 33 of Backpacks and Stories. I hope you've enjoyed.
Me too.